I'm so sorry. I meant to respond to this last week. So I apologize for just getting around to it. So, how many sessions did I have before I felt relief or when I felt relief? Every session was like tackling a different topic. So, when I had my first consult, my intake session, my homework was to go home and write down all the different what they call lies that you feel like were told to you, like all the things that created the CPTSD. So when I came back for my first official session, we just talked about what has happened over the course of the month since she last saw me. And then we sat and tried to figure out which one of these topics are we going to cover. So it could be anything from, I don't know, I'm not important, or I'm not pretty, or I'm ugly, or it could be anything. So you pick a topic, and that's when she does the process. So by the end of that 4 hours, and of course we take breaks in between, and like I said, we had snacks and all that type of stuff. By the time we finish, we should have tackled that. So it was really like, and the next time I come back, we move on to the next quote unquote lie. We do the same thing every single session until you feel like you've covered everything. So it was definitely a process, but each time I went, it was really it was like a weight off my shoulders. Each time we were taking a pound off, taking a pound off. So it was great, honestly. Like I said, it was a lot of hard work, but if done right, at least the way I did it. Now, I don't know how it works for people who do the hour sessions. Keep in mind, I had 4 hour sessions, even though I was going once a month. We had large chunks of time, which I think really helped me. It helped me feel instant relief for whatever that topic was that we were working on. And then the other thing you'll find is that each one of those topics will overlap. As you tackle one topic, the next one won't feel as heavy, but it's still there. So hopefully that explains it. And I think we did, if I'm not, this was last year at this point. So I believe we did a total of 8 sessions. At one point, she was like, I think you're good, but if you need to come back, if you feel like something's still nagging at you, we can definitely revisit. But I don't even know how to explain it. It was like these quantum leaps every time I left. And after your session, your brain is still processing. I would come home and need a nap because it is a lot of mental work. It's definitely worth it. Again, if you're only able to do an hour at a time, do it. If you're able to do an intensive, do that. Like I said, I'm 45 years old, and I just want to get stuff done. So I opted to do the intensives. Now she also does, and I don't know if I said in another video, she also does retreats, and there are other therapists who will do retreats where it's still just you, but it may be a 3 day, 4 day, 5 day retreat where you're literally doing the work for 6 hours. And then you come back the next day. Sometimes they may leave a break in between so you can process that day. But I mean, there's all sorts of options. So I definitely say do your research. But I definitely felt a lot of relief after the first session. One of the things she said, it was like uncorking my brain. So it was great. So if you have any more questions, feel free to ask. Hopefully that answers some of your things.